It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
As 2K Sports presents our action live from the Staples Center. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. Look at Toronto. You love to get the ball rolling early in the season. That's what they've done.
And for the Raptors, what a start to the season it's been for them. I mean, it has taken them no time to find that rhythm. They have looked fantastic from day one.
And Greg, we knew they had potential, but thought it would take a while. What's been surprising is how quickly they've made it happen.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Scola out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Mr. Clutch. And it's Carroll in a quick spot. And it's Carroll penetrating. Usually you talk about how tough a player is, and you're always talking about big guys. But Chris Paul is as tough as they come playing that little point guard position.
Yeah, he's a power pack when you look at him. I mean, he's played through a lot of injuries and still has a big-time impact on the game. Most recently in the playoffs, he played through injury to beat the Spurs.
Some solid D from Paul. On offense, here are the Clippers. 4-point game. And moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And if there's one aspect of the game that really stood out for me, it was the rebounding. Basketball is about possessions, and you saw a noticeable difference in terms of the effort both teams were putting forth.
Simply got outworked under the boards, guys. I mean, that's the no-brainer of the deal. I mean, they got pushed around all game long.
It was Mr. Clutch following the score by Jamal Crawford. Though he's been working on his offensive skills, defense and rebounding are Valanciunas' bread and butter. That was the case with him when he was playing in Lithuania club, and it's the case now.
It still sure is the case. I mean, it's hard to find a guy with his combination of size, athleticism, and fluidity. Just a tad over-aggressive at times, but I'd rather have to turn a guy down than to turn him up.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Paul goes in. Carroll with the rebound.
And watching Valanciunas rebound, it's clear he has all the tools. Great anticipation, really looks to box out. Strong vertical, might just need to add some strength to become a perennial 10-rebound-a-game guy.
Now here's Crawford. His last outing is on Portland 22. Los Angeles with another miss.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really I like the movement and communication. And for Valanciunas, he's been working on his defensive consistency. Last year, he actually increased his blocks per game while lowering his fouls per game. That's a big step forward in his development.
Deep two from Carroll. Again, Toronto. Now Crawford. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Now here's Crawford. To halt the run. Crawford with another miss. Raptors with the lead. Here's Mr. Clutch. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Mr. Clutch has got 6 points.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Now here's Paul. Defense right on him. Pass to Pierce. Screen by Smith. And Pierce, here we go. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, I briefly spoke with Doc Rivers. He told me there aren't many big men with the mobility and length of Jonas Valanciunas, and that he's a player they'll really have to account for, saying, quote, JB's still developing his skill set, but there just aren't that many people in the world of his size. And you factor in his motor, he can really impact the game. Guys, we'll see how
Thanks, Doris. Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Wesley Johnson's checked in for Smith. And Stevenson comes in for Paul Pierce. J.J. Redick's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Pablo Prigioni in for Paul. Let's bring out the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league. Number 1, the Raptors.
And that's a fun category. Most fans love that kind of up-tempo offense. And these guys are the best in the game playing that style.
Boy, Doc Rivers keeps on leading his teams to successful seasons. As former coach of the year, rarely has a season where his team doesn't meet expectations.
And the Raptors miss again. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. They get it back. Johnson. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. And it's all knotted up.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Stolen. Dishes to DeRozan. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Redick. Checked in for Cole Aldridge. Here's DeRozan. Offensive rebound. And the basket by Scola.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Now here is Smith. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And DeRozan pitch to Valanciunas. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Raptors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've been mediocre all season long, just about 72% from the line.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defender.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And no good trying to get that one. And Clippers head coach Doc Rivers told us earlier, he went.
Expectations are good. I try to.
Doc Rivers is really a master motivator, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's almost jiu-jitsu, the way he takes something like criticism and Clark turns it into a compliment.
How could you not want to play for Doc? I mean, he's the ultimate players coach and the kind of guy his players would do anything for. He's played the game, and he's a tremendous communicator.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Smith is out there with Johnson, and it's Stevenson in at the 3.
And Redick is just an unbelievable three-point shooter. It's not just his volume, it's his pinpoint accuracy. By the end of last season, Redick was 40% from behind the arc for his career.
Here's Johnson. Raptors knocking down the tray. Redick hits the front of the rim and out.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
No good with the rim jumper. And Redick, he knew what his NBA career would be like way back in 2005. Clark, I recall him saying, I think I'll be a role player like 80% of the players in the league. I don't expect to be a star. I'll just shoot. I'll be a team player.
Yeah, and he's exactly right. He was highly decorated in college, but every scout knew his strength was shooting the basketball, and J.J. knew it as well.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Aldridge comes in for Wesley Johnson. And it's Crawford in for J.J. Redick.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark with the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the flow.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Outside, DeRozan takes a 3, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
They're not going to run that play very often. But, hey, they'll take it. Way to notch that three.
To the paint. Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Smith.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And the shot is good. Mr. Clutch has got the lead up to 4 now for the Raptors.
And, boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shot's now starting to fall.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. This game against Toronto here, it's their first look at the Raptors.
Yeah, and a bit of a revenge game for them as they were swept in the 2-game season series from last year.
And, you know, they might not be in the same conference, Greg, but as with any top team, they want to show they can compete with the best teams out of conference, too.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Pierce is checked in. Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes, sir. Paul outside. Crawford outside. All sorts of time. Toronto grabs the miss. Valanciunas has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Paul grabs the board.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack. Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Pablo Prigioni just checked in for Los Angeles. Crawford, no luck.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
DeRozan's shot is good.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Clippers with the ball. Following the three-pointer by DeMar DeRozan. Kicks it to Crawford. 51 seconds left now here in the second. Crawford missing again.
He's giving them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way. They've really flipped things around offensively.
Yeah, and anytime you can make more than half of your shots, you'll take that.
On the wing, Stevenson. Takes it off the glass. Stevenson's got 6 points.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Got that one up quick. And the Raptors lead by 8.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
Crawford drives in, and that one's good. Crawford's got his second basket.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Mr. Clutch, the pass to Kira. On the wing, DeRozan. Rebound by Aldridge. Aldridge has got his 3rd rebound on the night. And here's Stevenson for 3. And it would have counted it. And so we wrap up
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports half. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. The largest lead for them during the period was 4. The second quarter was... And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
How about the magic touch he had on display there in that first half in terms of finding his teammates? Just a plethora of assists.
Plethora, you're going deep into that dictionary of yours, man. It's not a common occurrence with this guy, though. Typically, he's more of a finisher, but that's not been the case in this one.
So the Raptors 5 right now. We've got DeRozan. Scola out there with Damari Carey. Then And there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Mr. Clutch in at the point.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with the basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
Pearce's shot is good.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Well, Paul Pierce hinted that he could hang him up soon. He had that amazing run. Has nothing left to prove in the NBA. And I would say of all the players in last year's playoffs, had some of the most dramatic individual shots we have seen from one guy in a long time.
He did, and you forget he's done that really over the course of his entire career. Just kind of funny to see him doing it in a Wizards jersey, but you talked about it. He's going to go down as one of the all-time greats, no doubt about it. So many big moments over the course of his career, and also for all the kids out there, the best maybe footwork we have in our game. If you want to improve as a player, watch Paul Pierce's footwork.
And here we go. That's big. Paul's got it. Dishes it to Aldridge. Pierce attacking, and he gets it to go. Pierce has got 9.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there. A little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Now, here's DeRozan. 8 points for him.
Well, the competitive nature was on display early in the career of Pierce. I mean, he has willed his teams to win his entire career and is baffled by anybody who doesn't want to win as bad as he does.
And that competitive nature that you talked about with Pierce, that's really what sets him apart. He had so many great clutch moments in the postseason. Easily one of the most clutch players in recent memory.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Redick comes in for Jamal Crawford. Now here is Smith. He's got 5. Here's Aldridge. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful passing. Nasty jam.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he fixed the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Now, here's Paul. He's guarded closely. And it's Joe. Fast break, Toronto. Cannot hit. Clippers trail by 6. He dishes it to Redick. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one. And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That was a nice pass. I will give you that.
Yeah, he's on the money. That's good. Los Angeles with another miss.
The mechanics are totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
The Raptors shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
When you're hot, you're hot. And that's certainly been the case for Mr. Clutch. He has 23 points, and his huge assist talent makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous. And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge. I think the official got that one right.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
And so far this season, shooting at a 75% clip from the line.
Well, you know, you look at the Raptors, and they improved in a number of ways last season, but their bench play was one of their bigger improvements. I mean, they had one of the weaker benches in the league in 2014, but they flipped that around last year.
109 left here in the 3rd quarter. Shot is off. Smith with the defensive effort. Clippers trail by 8. 14 feet away. Scola with the rebound. Scola's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He's really lacking in confidence out there. 0 field goals made so far in this game. You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
From deep, Johnson. Stevenson on a follow-up jam.
tipped it home, but he wanted to give this crowd something to remember.
Dynamic work right there. Throw down that rebound.
Yes, sir.
And no need there, guys, to throw that one back out. Just go ahead and handle your business.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And the Clippers making a change here. Here's his checked in. 27 seconds left in the third quarter. Screen by Smith. Legioni dishes to Smith. Smith sets the pick for Pierce. Pulls up. High post. That's in. That's his fifth field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. The kick out to Scope. Passes to Mr. Clutch. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. DeRozan's got 13 points. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Redick and Crawford, the sharpshooters outside. Pierce out there with Cole Aldridge. And it's Paul in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Now the feed to Redick. Here's Aldridge. Guarded by Valanciunas. There's the pick. Redick with Green. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And another basket for Toronto. Clippers trail by 8. Outside, Pierce. Up and in on the low.
He's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
To the right side. Deep two from Carroll. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Well, I think he kind of alligator arm that one. Short stroke. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Shot from the low block. Another shot. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
Johnson, he's checked in for J.J. Redick.
Boy, for Jamal Crawford, guys, it's been a really good career. Not many guys can maintain his level of quickness after 15 years in the league. I mean, but last season, he finally started to show a little wear and tear.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen 4 shots left.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding?
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
And back to Crawford last season, he was down in field goal and three-point percentage. Plus, he battled with a calf injury that ultimately kept him out of 17, 18 games late in the year.
Yeah, Kevin, but his deep range spread the floor when he was out there. He still has that presence about him that you have to honor him. And he also hits some very timely shots. A dangerous assassin who always needs to be accounted for.
Take a look at what Carroll's done. 8 rebounds. He's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Kicks it out to Crawford. Good, and Paul gets the assist. 9 points for Crawford.
You know what, they're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really.
Here's Mr. Clutch. That's good. Mark, neither team with a big advantage here in the fourth quarter.
5 times we've had the lead switch so far. I mean, back and forth we go.
And Clark, that could rise again before we're through.
Here's Paul. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Here's off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Clippers lead by 1.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Launches a 3. And it's DeRozan missing. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Crawford missing again. The Raptors have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. And DeRozan kicks to Carroll. Raptors moving the ball around. And the foul. Here's Valanciunas. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, he's had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with 2 6.
Smith checked in for the Clippers.
Now, you know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, Doc Rivers was just addressing the plan with his team. It's been a hard-fought game, and he just wanted to give his guys a chance to catch their breath. Say, listen, we're right there. Let's make a push right here, put some pressure on them. Let's come out swinging. Kevin?
Crawford passes to Paul.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
It's deflected. Stolen by Pierce. And Chris Paul the bucket and the assist by Smith. Now it's a 5-point Los Angeles lead. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Clippers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
And here is Los Angeles now. Raptors knocking down the track. Down low. It's in!
Pierce has just simply been sensational.
Toronto with the ball. Now the dish to Lowry. Valanciunas in the high post. It falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
Now here's Crawford. Nails it.
Big time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy. And what a time in the ball game to make it happen.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty. He's got more points outside the arc than inside of it so far.
And there's a whistle that goes on Mr. Clutch. That'll be his second foul of the game. Lowry against Crawford. Pass to Paul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. Clock management crucial at this time of the game.
It's the first. That will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throw. That'll force them into a 3-pointer too.
And the Raptors call time here. They're down by 3. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
They need a 3 at a time and have enough time here to get a good...
Guys, that's one for the highlight reel. They needed a 3 to extend the game, and the young fella delivers.
Yes, he did. A clutch shot, and really what I like, guys, there was no hesitation. He shot it freely and with confidence. As a result, we're headed to overtime.
And what great competition we're seeing so far. After regulation, the stalemate. And we'll see now how these two teams in these few minutes of basketball pan out. And so off the tip, it's Toronto. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Here's out there with Smith. And it's Aldridge in at the 5 spot. Down low. It's tipped. Stolen. Redick with the rebound.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Lowry passes to Mr. Clutch. No good. Smith with the defensive effort. The Clippers in the lead. Redick for 3. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Good shot by Lowry. No good.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have their shots in.
They get a pick. Aldridge, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
He's such a clutch shooter, Kevin. He just lives for the big shot.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're leading by 2. 1:37 left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. We're in overtime and 90 seconds gone. What has been a great one so far. Smith. And again, no good by the Clippers. Last outing for Toronto, they won that game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. And Carroll gets it to go. Paul with the ball. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. And the Raptors call time here. DeMar DeRozan checked in for Toronto. Here's Paul. There's a screen. It's deflected. It's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. So it's Toronto now. And the Raptors call time here. They're behind by 2. 1:05 left to play in the first overtime. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 so far in their 3-point attempts in overtime. The pass to Stoll. DeRozan with it. Now Smith defending. It's stolen by Smith. Now here's Paul. He's tightly guarded. He feeds it to Aldridge. Nails it. And here are the Raptors now. Here's Mr. Clutch. No luck. Smith with the defensive effort. 2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking. I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time. Milk the clock a little bit.
And nothing fancy, really, about that play. That's just good old-fashioned, hard-nosed basketball to get that one.
Now here's Paul. Guarded close. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. They escaped with a victory, although they needed Clark an extra period to get it done.
I think it was one heck of a ball game. Both teams gave great effort, and the bounces just went their way in overtime.
And it's chance now to send you over Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Chris, congratulations on winning this one in overtime. What does it mean to play a game like you did in front of this home crowd?
It's a good team we just beat. You know, without this crowd's energy, we might not have pulled through in overtime, but this is a really good win for our team.
Chris, thank you so much. Kevin, over to you.
Doris, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey, y'all. Ernie Johnson here, along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Wrist ball.
His work distributing the basketball was tremendous. Always had his head up, looking to create easy shots for his teammates. It motivates your team.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show.